Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, member of the Sampi group. I saw that you guys had the spinnaker up today, sailing, looking very impressive. Well done, well done. I didn't see the pole for the spinnaker, so I guess it's something to do with the asymmetric or symmetric spinnaker. I need to read up on that. I don't really understand the use of spinnaker yet. But if you guys can share with me, by all means, just call me, leave me a message. And also talk about messages. I want to answer one of the questions that raised for my video. Somebody's asking me if I'm wearing the same clothes every day. The answer is yes, I'm wearing the same jacket every day because it's so cold, and that's the only jacket I have. But during the daytimes, I don't normally wear much, especially if I'm cleaning or exercising. You know, I'm only putting the jacket and the t-shirt on in the evening when it's very, very cold. Okay, so back to the topics of cooking and the offshore sailing. Okay, yesterday, just a quick recap. Yesterday I mentioned that the two tips that I've discovered or researched. One is prepare your food, well in advance, and whenever possible, whenever the sea is calm, think ahead and prepare the food, and put it in the Ziploc bag, especially things that you need to chop. And the second thing that I mentioned in the video yesterday was you should transfer, if you're buying a lot of canned food, tin food, you should transfer it onto a Ziploc bag, because at the end of the meal, all these empty tin cans will take up space. But in a Ziploc bag, you finished it, you rinse it and pack it flat. So, you don't have, it doesn't occupy all your spaces. That's very important. Now, the third things that I was going to mention is when you prepare the meat, if you're a meat eater, apart from, of course, you can do the fishing and get your crabfish. But if you're getting meat, every time you stop on shore, try to buy things without bone, buy, the boneless chicken, buy, already filleted steak, not the T-bones, because all those bones incidentally takes up space. So, so you know that. The second thing that they also mention is apparently when you're on the boat, let's say if just 2 of you or 3 of you doing a long trip offshore sailing, you will find that you tend to drink and eat twice the amount as you would when you're on the land. So let's say if normally you just drink a liter of water every day, just prepare for 2. Apparently that's very common. I don't know the exact reason, but I think you move around a lot in a small space and you didn't realize it. And one other tips that I found about meals, they suggest that if you're doing a long sail, you always to try to put away one meal that you would have with your crew, because apparently that 10-15 minutes and when you're having a quick meal, because meals on the long sail is never complicated, keep it simple. So that 10-15 minutes you have a talk with your crew members. Apparently that psychologically that's very, very helpful. So yeah, remember this couple of tips. I would look forward to doing a long sail sometime with you guys on the Sampi group. Meantime, have a good evening. 4 minutes up. Bye-bye.